Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Boost by Gear. We are headed back to the shop right now. We're going to get the trucks ready to go to Wyoming. We need to do four drive tires on the Peterbilt, and because they're pretty worn down. You'll see here in a sec. I already did the four very rear axle drives not too long ago, so I just bought the matching set for the front. The steers are good on that one. So 4 drives on that truck, get her greased up, just give her a quick look over, and that one should be ready. The Freightliner needs a little bit more work. We're going to be doing front leaf springs, new bolts for the leaf springs, and these, I don't know what they're called, they're like the blocks that go in between basically the axle and the springs themselves. What it has right now is 55 millimeter blocks. We're going to be doing, I believe they are 30 millimeter blocks. So it's going to be going down 1 inch. So it'll probably lower the truck about 1 inch. And then new steer tires on that truck too. Get that one looked over, see if it needs anything else. Grease it up, and probably give it just a quick wash. And that's pretty much it on that one. We'll look over the maintenance log and make sure that it doesn't need a fuel filter, but I think it does. That one's going to need the water separator filter and the actual fuel filter swapped out, so I have those ready to go. Both of them got oil changes like 1,000 miles ago, so that's all good to go. But yeah, so we're going to head over there right now and start getting everything ready to go. And yeah, I'll get some, I'll film that stuff so you guys can check it out. So we'll see you guys over there at the shop. All right, guys, so these are the tires that we're going to be using on the Peterbilt. They are Advanta AV9000D. And these are low pros in 285, 75, 24.5. This is what I use as drives. They work really well. They last pretty decent, and the price is really good on them. So we're going to go grab the Pete right now. Pull her inside right here, back her in, and then go ahead and grab the Freightliner and bring it around back. All right, guys, got this thing inside the shop. Put it in here a little bit crooked just so we could have more space right here because we're gonna be pulling these drives off right here. As you can tell, they're pretty beat. We got big chunks missing and stuff out of them. These are pretty old. I actually got these were on the truck when I got it like a year and a half ago, so they've been doing quite well. But we're switching them to the same Advanta 285s. I put these ones on maybe like a month or two ago, so they're still in great shape. So this will have pretty much all new drives. The steers are actually pretty new too, so this truck will be good to go as far as tires go. Like I said, give her a little grease up, make sure all the lights are working and stuff. Give her maybe a little bath, and then get her ready to hook up to the other chassis. Yeah, let's go grab the Freightliner. All right, guys, just got the Freightliner inside into the little spot here. We're going to go ahead and get her jacked up and then start getting the leaf springs off. All right, guys, we're pretty much ready to get started. So first, we just set these bad boys to 4x4 mode. So we're ready to work. All right, now we're ready to go. Alright, guys, got both leaf springs out. That's what the bushings are looking like. This one's pretty cracked right here. Pushed down towards the bottom pretty far. This one actually kind of looks okay. It's pushed out a little bit, not too bad. Same thing with this one on the bottom. Pushing is pretty much gone on the bottom and pushed all the way down. And this is the worst one of them all. This one's pretty much missing the bushing on the bottom already, and you can tell that it was riding up against the hanger. It was all the way to one side because it doesn't have any more bushing left. So yeah, it's definitely time to replace these. I was just gonna replace the bushings, like I said in a previous video, but I don't have the tool to do it, and these have about 650K on them, so I think it's about time to swap them out. Let's go check out the new ones. I believe they came from Dayton. I think Dayton is the company that makes these. I picked these up right here from Truck Pro. Let's see. Yeah, they are Dayton, so you guys are looking for springs for this type of truck right here. Here's the part number. Dayton Parts 46-1476, and they are both the same. Yeah, these are fresh, brand new bushings. These are $600 or $700, I believe, something like that. The tool to do the bushings is like $1,500 or $2,000, so it makes sense to just go ahead and swap out both springs. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those back in there. Like I said earlier, I am going to be technically lowering it 1 inch. The blocks that I just took out of there are a little bit taller. These are the new ones right here. I'll take them over here to the box to compare. These are Detroit part number. Basically, the part number for these is 16-15105-030. And the last number right here, the 030, this is the thickness of the plates themselves. So that's 30 millimeters. So that's basically how I found them. I went to the parts store and basically asked for this part number, and 1 inch smaller than what they are now. These are 0.55, I believe, the ones that are on there. 55 millimeters, and those are 3 millimeters. So that's 25 millimeters less, which 25 millimeters is 1 inch. So let me grab this one real quick so we can compare it. This is the shim I will be leaving in there. It is thicker on the back and skinnier in the front, so you do need to put it back in there in the same orientation. So this is the block that was in there right there. Let's see. So as you can see, that one's about 2 1/8, somewhere around there. And this is the new guy. It is about 1 1/8. So yeah, exactly 1 inch less. As you can see, there's the difference on those guys, exactly 1 inch. So yeah, I'll be putting this one in, lowering the front a little bit, make it look a little better. And then we got from fresh steer tires right here. Same ones that I had before. The Advanta AV5000S. This is what we use on the front on this thing. Pretty good tire. I think I put another set on these. They lasted like 50-60,000 miles, so that's pretty good for the price. They're 11R, 22.5, 16 ply. So we'll be putting those on next. But yeah, let's get these new leaf springs in and these new blocks, and then I'm excited to see how it's gonna look. All right, guys. Well, I got the old leaf springs out. I got the new ones in, and I got the block in. I ran into a slight issue. So these locating pins right here go in the axle, and they're a little bit too long. So when they go through the hole right here in the middle, the leaf spring actually has one as well. And since this was too long, they were just butting up against each other. Because since I had a thicker spacer, that wasn't a problem before. But now, since this one's about 1 inch shorter, I had to shorten this thing about 1 inch, and then this just sits down in the axle up there, and then I just need a little bit of clearance between the two pins to go right here inside. So let's try that out now and see what kind of clearance we got. Alright guys, so as you can see there, it looks like they're touching, but there's a tiny bit of clearance in between the two there. So now this all sits on there, and then we'll be able to sandwich it all together. Look at my rig. Oh, that's sick. Just zip tied it. All right. I'm gonna wait for the compressor to turn off, but I got the leaf springs on that thing. I got them tightened up. I'm gonna do steer tires on it, so I'm just gonna, while it's jacked up, I'm gonna take the wheels off, do the tires, put it back on, and then I'm not gonna tighten the bolts that hold the leaf springs to the bushings until I put the truck on the ground. These bolts right here, this one and the ones on the back. So what happens is if you tighten everything in the air and then you put the truck down, it twists the bushings, and then they prematurely wear. At least that's how it is on cars. So I don't think it's really a bad thing to set it on the ground and then tighten them. So I'm gonna wait to do that once I get these wheels off and tires. Put the fresh steers on and put them back on. The Freddy Buster Deep 4 tires for the Peterbilt. So they're all on there. We're getting them aired up now. And then we'll go ahead and get these back on the truck. Get them tightened down, get them torqued. And then that truck just needs greased. And I'll check the mileage on the filter, but from the fuel filter, but I think it's still okay. So yeah, that's pretty much that one. That one's gonna be ready. And then we'll go ahead and finish this one up. We have a couple of tires to do on this one on the back too. Grease as well, and I give it a quick little wash and we'll hook them up to the trailers. So we got brand new steers on this thing, all aired up and torqued down both sides. Set the truck on the ground and tightened up all the hanger bolts like we were talking about earlier. And then we swapped out, we put these two outside wheels on with tires that were a little better than what was on there. Mounted this tire onto a wheel we had to match the other inside, so these two outsides match and then the two insides match. These tires are just replaced not too long ago, so got all that on there. All these are ready to go after he puts these caps on. But I hit this wheel with a little bit of mother's polish. Look at the difference. Not clean, clean. All right, guys. Next day, we're over here at the 5F yard picking up a chassis. They're fixing a couple lights on the trailer right now. They're gonna take it over there to Peterbilt and put it on. All right, guys. Just pulled up over here at Peterbilt, dropping off the truck for an alignment. We said they could get it done today. We'll probably pick it up tomorrow, and then we'll head out to Wyoming. All right, guys. I took this picture right here, right after the trucks got washed. We took them over to Preferred Cartage in Greeley. They did a super killer job on washing the trucks. They both look brand new. So yeah, they're going to be taking off to Wyoming, doing some work out there, and we'll see what we got to do when they get back. So thanks for watching the video, guys. We'll see you guys next time.